Hey guys, how's it going? This is Davin with Davin D Doodles, and thank you so much for joining me. I want to apologize for the video being a little bit late, but sometimes that happens when inspiration creeps up on you and you just need to take a little extra time with your projects. I hope you understand, and if you don't, that's okay too. Some people don't get it, but that's just kind of how I operate. If I try to force something to work, it doesn't, and it's really bad. So I figured I would just kind of take my time with it, produce something I really enjoy, and hopefully you guys will be able to see that in the finished product. So I'm actually not doing a color in chat today. Usually that's Mondays, but I decided I was gonna just kind of draw. I've been in a real drawing mood, and not so much in a coloring from a coloring book kind of space. So I wanted to take advantage of the inspiration while I had it and figured I would just go ahead and do one of my own little illustrations. And it actually did turn into an illustration. It's not just character art, it's not just fan art, it's actually a little scene, a little illustration with two of my characters. I did return to Robin because Robin is much easier for me to draw. He doesn't have to be like proportionate as a human would, where you have to look at it and recognize it as a person, male or female, any of those features. Robin is just Robin. He's shapes that you put together, and you can bend him in any way you need to, and it's still okay because he's a robot and is completely fantasy. So he's really an easy go-to for me whenever I just kind of feel like I need to doodle something and not have to worry about it being perfect. Um, that being said, I did intend this to be an easier drawing, and that kind of spun itself out of control when I decided to delve into Robin's past a little bit. Robin is, of course, a robot that you've probably seen a few times on the channel by now and a few times on my Instagram, but he is also, he has a little bit of a story that I haven't really dug that much into. And one of the big things for him is that he is looking for humans. He's actually looking for one in particular that he remembers very fondly, and that is the little girl that's pictured in this picture. So I kind of wanted to break into that a little bit and give it a little bit of a cuteness factor and kind of try drawing kids. Sometimes I feel like I'm okay at it, but I'm looking at it and I realize that I really need to work on like anatomy, proportions, things like that, and that is stuff that's going to be coming further down the line. But for now, I just wanted to have fun and draw like a weird looking kid that's basically bandaging Robin up. I don't know if you can really tell in the picture. I was hoping it would come through, but she's like looking him over. She's like picking up his leg and putting band-aids and hearts on him and stuff like that. So she's essentially just putting stickers on him and band-aids and trying to like make him feel better, even though I don't think there's anything wrong with him. He seems a little confused about that, but that is something that he actually remembers very fondly, and it was a memory that I kind of wanted to try and express just because I wanted to. And it was a little bit of a challenge. I do have trouble putting colors together in some ways. Robin has his set colors already. They're simple. He's gray. So just do different shades of gray. And then I decided I wanted his eyes to change color depending on his mood. And so I had to figure out what to do with the little girl, and I didn't want her to just be like a pale white little girl. I wanted to try and do someone with a little bit more color, someone a little more tan, and that actually proved to be a little bit challenging even with the OHUHU skin tone markers I was using. It's just hard for me to find several shades of similar colors so it doesn't, so it doesn't look like suddenly she goes from kind of like a nice milky tan to just like black or dark brown. It was really hard to kind of make the skin tones work together, and I'm really struggling with that still, but it was fun to experiment with, and I think she turned out pretty good. Considering it's been a really long time since I've colored a person, it was much better than I thought, and I liked her hair much better than I thought I would. I was reluctant to do the whole like anime manga where like the highlights are different shades of like purple or blue for someone with black hair, but it looks really good. So I was happy with that choice. And I also, for some reason, decided she needed to wear green. And so I didn't know what else to make her wear. So she's got like a little green t-shirt. I imagine her wearing some weird colored pants, and then she's got like light green leggings on. Or maybe she's just wearing the leggings, I don't know. And she's got like a yellow brown apron tied around her, because whenever you go to work and you're working with, machines, you have to wear an apron or like a protection of some sort, or your clothes are going to get oily. At least that's her opinion. So she's got her little toolbox with her little stuffed bear in it and a bunch of tools and stuff that are actual tools. She's got him up on probably her dad's workbench or something, and she's pretending to work on him. And it was just an overall really cute image. And when I started off as a sketch, I didn't like it as much. It was definitely something I was trying to kind of rush out originally. I was like, it's Friday, I have to get something out by Saturday. Let's just do something easy. And then I took a step back from that and I really looked at it, and it was like, this actually isn't bad, but I need to get out of that headspace of having to get it done right now. Because if I rush into coloring this and the color comes out wrong, that's going to destroy it, and I'm going to be really upset with myself. So basically that's what I did. I took the rest of the day off after I sketched it, and I just relaxed, and then I came back in a better headspace and was able to put something together that I think really kind of came together. It looks so much better with color than just the line art. And I wanted to try to limit the colors that I did use. I didn't want to add the usual blues that I like to throw in. I didn't want to add a bunch of purple or a bunch of pink and stuff like that. I wanted it to be colors that repeated throughout the image, and I don't know why I've suddenly started doing that even with my coloring book pages. It's like I'll pick some colors, and then instead of going back for more, I just want to use those same colors again and again throughout. Maybe it's like a personal challenge of trying to see how well I can make it be cohesive and come together instead of digging through and relying on like a bunch of colors. But I think in a lot of ways it was successful. Yeah, there's some weird colored things in the picture, but it's an illustration. It's a cartoon. There's a robot. Like, I'm allowed to have weird colored tools and like a really bright pink work stool for some reason. So it's just meant to be colorful and fun, and it was a lot of fun to do in the end. And I'm glad I did it, because I actually feel better now that I kind of got that out. I've been stressing out about a lot of things, and usually I like to do like monsters and darker stuff and fan art that's darker, and sometimes that can really drag you down if you're not careful. And someone actually told me that when I get in moods like that, to try to draw something brighter and more optimistic and happy. And sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes I hate doing that, and it just makes me more agitated. But this time it actually kind of helped ease things out. It took me away from what was currently happening and just helped me relax. So overall, I feel like it was very successful. I feel much better. I love the way the colors came through in this picture, and I really hope you guys can see that. I hope it shows that I was in a good place when I did it, and I hope you enjoy it too. So I'm going to continue producing whatever I feel like, but you might see more things like this, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any comments, recommendations, or suggestions, or even just thoughts on what you would like to see more of, feel free to drop a comment and let me know. And if you have enjoyed the video and you've watched this far, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you would like to, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I am going to have more coloring book stuff. I'm going to have more illustrations coming up, and maybe a few other things that I feel like throwing in here and there. So thank you so much for watching this far with me. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next week with something new. You guys stay safe.